for TJ?
Well, I brought my car here to fix, and it's not doing the job.
No?
Yeah.
Alright, gonna give him that correct for you. It's on the, price already.
Uh-huh. Hey.
Let's go take a look real quick, give me just a minute.
Oh, okay. And the car I took it riding.
How far are you driving it?
I took it to Rockport yesterday, and it didn't heat at all. And today I turned it on early to see if it, heat up and it do it. It's not doing this job. Yeah, I'll pay a lot of money.
I know.
I'll pay a lot of money. And you can smell the coolant outside. You can smell it.
That's because I had to take the whole system apart and cooling that all over the
Oh, yeah, it's really strong.
And it's not leaking coolant on the ground, right?
I don't know because it's been wet.
Yeah. When I first got this thing, it was cold nonstop.
Yeah.
So it's already different. Like I told you yesterday, it's not doing. There might be an air pocket still in there. I mean, I can keep it as long as if you want me to, until I can try and get the air pocket out. But that's why I wanted you to drive it and maybe it'll start purging itself, and then come see me and I'll top it back off. You know, and like I said before, that thermostat was stuck. The lower hose wasn't getting hot at all. So now, if I go under there and I touch it, it's probably warm. So everything's starting to work, and there may be a restriction in there that it's breaking loose.
And the thermostat, when I took it over to Rockport, the thermostat
The
gauge,
temperature's staying low.
yeah, real low.
It's like it's keeping the car cool. It's keeping the car. My thinking is one of two things. That thing that they gave me, there could be something wrong with it.
That's what I think.
Because what I think's happening, and then I noticed this before, and that's why I was hoping there was air in it. Whenever this thing starts getting hot, the car cools itself off quick, even sitting there.
Yeah.
So then if it's cooling it off, then it's cooling the coolant off, so it's not letting it get as hot. So I actually went in there after you left, and I'm seeing if there's a different thermostat we can convert to where it lets the engine get hotter before it opens up. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right
before, when I had the problems, before I brought it, it wasn't getting overheating. It was not doing that. The only thing it was not doing, it was not blowing hot air. It was not. That's the only thing I had problem with. It was not getting hot. You know, like.
Right.
You know, I just came because.
Like I said before, the upper radiator hose was almost 200 degrees.
Uh-huh.
The lower one on the radiator was 84 degrees.
Yeah, it was
that
not right.
That thermostat was not opening. So now the thermostat's opening. So I really believe there's air in the system, and I'm having trouble getting it out. And like I told you before, you're not paying anything else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it. but I can only do what I can do.
I'm afraid to drive it because I work in Port Aransas and
What are you afraid to drive it for? It's not going to overheat.
I'm afraid that something might get messed up with my motor
Okay,
or my
if there was something
transmission, water or something.
with the motor,
There's a leak.
okay, but if it was the motor, the temperature would be hot
Yeah.
and it would overheat, and it's not doing that. And then I'll check the coolant level, and if it's not low on coolant, it's not leaking. So you don't have any concern with that. When it comes to the heater, that's not going to mess up your engine. So you don't have to worry about a concern about it doing that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I want it to heat up like it's supposed to, you know. That's the problem. It's not doing its job, you know.
Well, what do you want me to do? I've told you everything I could. I'm trying to get it right,
Yeah.
but there may be air in the system, and I know you need your vehicle.
Yeah.
So if you want to leave it with me all day, I'll keep trying
I'll
to purge
yeah,
the
do
air
it.
out.
Do it. See what you can do today, but I'm gonna need it tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow for sure. And I have to work this weekend.
You know, it's not that it's not.
I know
drivable.
y'all don't
It will-
work on the weekend.
They do, but I don't.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not heating the way, but it's not going to affect your driving. It's not going to make it so you get stuck on the road. It's not going to break down. It's nothing like that. You don't need to be afraid to drive it because the heater doesn't work.
Yeah, but you know, I just wanted to heat up because that's what I paid for, you know.
Well, that's what I told you yesterday. That's what I was saying yesterday.
But I wanted to heat up, you know. I'll be going through here, you know, coming over here because of that. Because that's why I paid for it. I paid to
What do
fix
you
it.
want me to do?
I wanted to start heating up, you know. I wanted to do his job.
Okay. All right. So are you
Yeah.
leaving it with
Yeah,
me?
I'm gonna leave it here.
Okay.
See what you can do, you know. If you don't heat up, then what? How many times you said you might have air pockets? You might have a lot of air pockets.
I don't know the answer to that question. I mean, the hoses are all getting hot. Everything is doing what it's supposed to under the hood. I don't know what direction to go with this. I asked the people at Dodge. I called my friends at Dodge, and they told me, "Hey, this thing gets air pockets."
You deflush it and check the heating coil.
Yes, I took all the hoses apart at the heater core, and I blew air through it, and it blew just fine through it.
And flush it. You flush it, right?
Yes, it's got all brand new coolant.
Do y'all have an electronic computer diagnostic
Yes, and there's
system?
no codes for heater. There's no code there. It won't tell me. All it's telling me is the temperature is 180 degrees.
So you ran it through a diagnostic.
I got a $5,000 scanner.
Can you do that again and give her a printout from the diagnostic?
It does not do printouts,
They don't do printout?
and there's no codes. It's not
No
throwing any
code?
codes, so it would say no codes.
Can y'all give her the part numbers of the parts y'all put on there?
I have the parts still. I kept them.
I mean, the ones that y'all put on.
Yeah, I still
And
have
can
them.
we have the parts that you kept?
Yeah.
Okay, can you put those in the trunk before
Okay.
we come back and tomorrow or whatever?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, and just put the parts in a little bag in the trunk, a trash bag in the trunk. and-
Maybe the car is no good, you know.
I mean,
Sometimes
that could
they
be it.
defect.
That could be it, and it's making me look like I don't know what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
I've been honest with you. I
Yeah, I know.
deducted prices off of it.
Yeah,
I took
we-
an hour off of my labor to try and help. I spent 3/4 of my day yesterday and didn't charge a dime to check it out and see what's going on, because everything that it tells me, the diagnostic says the heater's not working, check this. Okay, that was working. It says if that's not it, replace the thermostat housing, because there's 2 thermostats in that thing.
It just, you know, it's not doing, like I said, it's not heating up. That's why I brought it here to fix the problem, and still doing the same thing. you
Well,
know?
it's not doing the same thing, because when I got it, it was like the AC was on. Now it's at least warming it up, so there is
Not
there is
warm.
definitely a difference than when you brought it
Right,
the first time.
right.
A little
But
different,
No,
when
yeah.
we
there is
drove,
definitely a difference than when you brought it the
it's
first time.
warming
Because
up
now
now.
it's acting like I didn't even do anything. I did do
Right.
something.
Yeah,
I
you did,
it did
but
change the temperature a little.
Yeah.
And yesterday I put my laser on it, and it had 114 degrees coming out that vent.
We
So it
drove-
might have picked up another air pocket when I parked it and let it cool back off.
We drove
You
it to Rockport last night, and it started heating. And by the time we got halfway to Rockport,
And when that temperature went down, it cooled back
it,
off.
Yeah.
it went
And
down.
that's what it's been doing to me. And then
Right.
it wasn't doing it to me anymore. That's why when I called you the last time, it said it